Welcome to the Kitchen Cabinet, a series of videos that will help you better understand the Child and Adult Care Food Program, also known as the Colorado Food Program. As a provider, you are nourishing the people we love, children, seniors, friends, and family. We hope this information helps you better serve your community.
In this episode, you will learn about infant meal pattern requirements. The Colorado Food Program provides reimbursement for meals served to infants, children, teens, and adults receiving care. Meals served to infants have additional requirements, therefore they require additional documentation. Those documents are infant feeding form, individualized infant production record, and meal pattern requirements. The infant feeding form is required for all infants in care. It allows parents to indicate their feeding preferences, including breastfeeding, formula feeding, or a combination. Parents can also specify if they accept the site's formula or will provide their own. The Individualized Infant Production Record. This documents the portion sizes and food items of all meals and snacks served to infants in care. Now let's go into meal pattern requirements. Meal pattern requirements vary by age. Infants 0 to 5 months need different foods than babies 6 to 11 months. The Colorado Food Program has 2 infant production record templates reflecting these age groups. Infants from 0 to 5 month requirements. The first and most important thing to remember is that infants should be fed on demand and should not be restricted to an inflexible feeding schedule. The Colorado Food Program supports diverse families, preferences, and feeding styles, but the child's health and well-being is most important. It is important for child care providers to communicate with families and feed infants based on their preferences. However, it is important to remember that only meals that follow CACFP regulations may be claimed for reimbursement. Infants 0 to 5 months are only required to receive breast milk, iron-fortified infant formula, or a combination of both. Each meal or snack should be 4 to 6 fluid ounces. Portion size requirements for breast milk are an exception for infants. Smaller servings are allowed, but additional breast milk or iron-fortified infant formula should be offered if the infant is still hungry. Institutions must offer at least one FDA-regulated iron-fortified infant formula. If purchased outside the U.S., contact your sponsoring organization or state agency to confirm FDA regulation and creditability. If an infant requires a specialty formula, additional documentation is required for these meals to be eligible for reimbursement. A special diet statement signed by an authorized provider must be on file. At 6 months, infants' meals and snacks must include breast milk, iron-fortified formula, or both. Portion sizes: 6 to 8 fluid ounces for meals, 2 to 4 fluid ounces for snacks. Programs must offer suitable solid food options for developmentally ready infants, even those younger than 6 months, with parental and child care provider consent. The USDA recognizes infants' readiness for solid foods varies. The minimum required portion size for all food items in the meal pattern starts at 0 ounces. This does not mean the food item is optional. Ensure there are no blank sections in the infant menu and production records. If an infant does not eat or refuses food, use a 0 to indicate that the food was provided. This documentation is necessary for reimbursement. Incomplete production records may result in reimbursement repayment. Developmental signs of readiness in infants ready to begin solid foods include opening their mouth when they see food, reaching for food, sitting in a chair with good head control, and using their tongue to move food around from a spoon into their mouth. Introducing solid foods when infants show readiness aids growth, diversifies flavors, and promotes a varied diet. For each required meal component, offer a food item at every meal and snack for infants who regularly eat solid foods. For reimbursement, the Individualized Infant Production Record must document the food item and portion size offered, but not the amount consumed. Meals are reimbursed based on the portion size offered, regardless of consumption. Infants 6 to 11 months must be served at breakfast. 6 ounces of breast milk, formula, or a portion of both, iron-fortified infant cereal or meat alternative, and up to 2 tablespoons of fruit or vegetables. Infants 6 to 11 months must be served at lunch and supper. 6 ounces of breast milk or iron-fortified formula, iron-fortified infant cereal or meat alternative, and up to 2 tablespoons of fruit or vegetables. Infants 6 to 11 months require snacks including breast milk formula, iron-fortified infant cereal or grain, and up to 2 tablespoons of fruit or vegetables. Ready-to-eat cereals must meet sugar criteria for the Colorado Food Program. All grains must be enriched with vitamins and minerals. Colorado Food Program allows for reimbursement if the parents provide one of the required components. For example, if a mother is providing breast milk, the institution must provide all other components in order to claim the meal. If parents provide formula and solid food, the meal is not eligible for reimbursement. Regardless of who provides the food items served, protocols for safely feeding infants should always be followed. For additional information, please reference the USDA's manual called Feeding Infants in the Child and Adult Care Food Program. For additional resources, visit cdphe.colorado.gov/co food program.